Hey everyone, this is Cholera, bringing you another viewer-requested Blast from the Past, and this is a battle between two titans of the past and present. This is JulyZerg versus Boxer, and this was played in a round of 16 matchup in the So1 OSL back in September of 2005, played on September 9th, 05. And JulyZerg at this point in StarCraft history was the reigning StarCraft OSL champion. He had already won both of his OSL titles at that time, and obviously, well, to give some spoilers about the OSL finals for the next 15 seconds, but you can shut it off. But yeah, if you haven't been paying attention to StarCraft in the last week, JulyZerg is the reigning OSL champion. He just won his third OSL and the Golden Mouse. Okay, and spoilers. But of course, at this time, both players were considered among the best players in the world. And here we see Boxer moving out a fairly early SCV. This is the map Forte, and looks like he's probably going to block off his choke point here with a barracks. Looks like he's actually going for an 8 barracks build here, I believe. And looks like he is building that barracks in that forward position. This old school map, Forte, really interesting map, actually. You have your natural on a ramp, and you have a natural expansion below your ramp, and you have that little gap between 6 mineral patches, which basically is the blocks off your natural expansion from the rest of the map and creates a little bit of a choke. But we see here JulyZerg going for a 9 pool, I believe, getting that 10th drone using that extractor trick. Boxer has gone for the 8 racks, but this is not going to turn out well for Boxer, I feel, at least early on in this game. And by the way, thanks to Prokadm for suggesting this game. One of my viewers, of course, suggested it. And even though this was in the round of 16, this ended up being a very interesting matchup, according to the people who I've heard from, and it turns out to be very interesting. Here's Boxer building his first Marine, and he's going to see this 9 pole. He's going to know the timing is not great for his rush. In fact, I believe he'll be forced to defend here instead of attacking with his Marines, because those 6 lings are going to be rushing up towards his base, and it seems that July is going to get a scout in the right direction, and yeah, he is going to scout in the right direction, so Boxer forced to build a second supply depot there in order to create a wall-in on this map, and looks like JulyZerg is actually planting a hatchery right at the choke point. Interesting enough, not planting it at his natural expansion, so JulyZerg is going to be going probably for the 9 pool into double hatchery. So he's going to be going for a 3 hatchery build. This is something we see often in Zerg versus Protoss nowadays, where the Zerg gets the 9 pool to deny the Protoss scout, and then goes for the 2 hatcheries afterwards, and you know, just to recover in his economy. Anyway, so Boxer getting contained a little bit here now. And this SCV does get taken down by that probe, by that drone rather, and now July will plant his natural expansion, so 3 hatchery build from July. And by the way, thanks to Vilatak, Vilatak is, I think, semi-back from his hiatus from StarCraft. He's been posting some videos on his account, and it's absolutely spectacular to see him back, and thanks to him a lot for sending me the high-quality video, or relatively high-quality video, which you're watching right now. It's better than downloading it off of YouTube. Anyway, it looks like Boxer is building his natural expansion now, so he's going into a fast command center, so neither player decided to go for a fast rush, despite the very fast openings, and this is definitely reminds me a little bit of Flash recently. Back when Flash was playing against Luxury, he often did this, this 8 racks into fast expand. Basically, you're given the option to kill the Zerg early off if they do something like a 12 hatchery, or at least cause a lot of economic damage, and if you fail, you won't be that far behind if you go for a fast expand. And Boxer seems like he's doing that on this map. And July now mining mining gas. And thanks, guys, for those of you who stayed up and watched the OSL finals with us, Moltrap and Klazart. And if you haven't, you can check it out on the Vilatak account. Those were absolutely amazing games. And I'm sorry for you guys who couldn't get into the stream. We had, I think, more people than we expected at the finals. We had over 100 people who wanted to get into the Ventrilo server and listen to our live cast. And I think about 100 more got into some kind of stream that was set up. So more than 200 people were trying to listen. Unfortunately, our site wasn't big enough to, or didn't have the accommodations for everyone. So that is unfortunate, but thanks, guys, for trying, and I'm sorry about that. Anyway, so July now mining off of both of his bases, rather, but Boxer is going to have a little bit of an economic edge if he can continue on this 2 base build here without any harassment from July, and Boxer's building up a sizable force of Marines here, and I assume some medics soon. Boxer getting his second barracks up, I believe, and we could be seeing a little bit of a timing push from Boxer pretty soon, now that he does have his academy up. And this timing push is, of course, when the Terran decides to attack right before the Zerg gets its Mutalisks. That is when the Zerg is weakest. And July is preparing by building 2 Sunkens at that choke point. And it looks like he is going to be going for Mutalisks. There is the Spire. So yeah, that not much going on in the StarCraft world. It's a lot of finals are going on rather, but not many games going on. The Pro League, the first half of this year's Pro League has ended, and playoffs will be occurring pretty soon. I think Samson Khan ended up first place, so this is definitely very interesting. I really like the Samson Khan team, and it should be a fun matchup there. And of course the MSL is still in the round of 4, I think. We're about to see Flash versus Lomo. I'm actually not sure what day it is. I'm not sure if I'll be casting it. And of course, the GOM TV Avertech Intel Classic is also moving into the round of 4. Boxer now pushing out with 2 Firebats and a couple of Marines. He means business here. When you see these Firebats, you do assume that he's going to be going for that Sunken Break. Firebats can absorb 3 Sunken hits, of course. And here he goes. Looks like July has only 2 Sunken colonies up, but I think this will be enough. Boxer really doesn't have that large of a force. He only has 1 medic with that group, and he might be waiting for a couple more units, but within a matter of about a minute, we're going to see July with his first Mutalisks out, and that should be enough to ward off this medic marine group. But hey guys, okay, so basically what happened was there's a 30-second skip in the video. Basically, I couldn't render it using any video program it had, and I think Vilatech had problems uploading it too, so the video has been skipped forward 30 seconds. Now we see July's Mutalisks moving forward. Looks like Boxer has actually retreated his Medic Marines back into his base, and July now with his legendary Mutalisk Micro is going to be going for a harass here. Looks like he's going to pick off the SCV building a turret, although at the cost of 1 Mutalisk, and I think this is back before the day in which you could stack before players discovered you could stack Mutalisks together with the Overlord or Larva, although July, of course, was the one who revolutionized this. Look at this. He's actually forced to, I think, stack his Mutalisks on top of a mineral patch, which does work, but they separate much more quickly than if you stack them with an Overlord. Still, though, July was capable of very good Mutalisk Micro, despite the limitations provided back in the day. And looks like July's actually put in 2 more expansions, one at the 9 o'clock position and one at the 6 o'clock position. And Boxer right now is pinned in his base, although he's soon going to have enough turrets that he can leave, I think, safely. July getting hit with a couple of turrets, but it looks like he's going in and just picking off those SCVs very well there. And Boxer does